to our very first episode of a new show on NDTV called Spotlight. We come to you from the grounds of the Novotel, and we have some very special guests with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, and thank you for having everyone.
Congratulations on your new show. Best of luck.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm going to need it.
No, are you?
Yeah.
You're doing good so far, isn't she?
So here is the thing. It's the two of you guys recreating all that wonderful on-screen magic all over again. Are you guys excited? Are you guys feeling good? Are you partying hard? And I want to tell you, before you deny the last, there are rumors.
All of the above, actually.
That we're partying hard.
Yes.
I think if everybody goes and watches our movie and makes it a hit, then we'll have full
party
reason
really hard.
to party very hard.
Yeah.
But the other thing I've heard is that Shad, their director, is a man of great enthusiasm, both on set and off as well.
Yeah. He's the leader of the pack, so as he should be. He's the leader off set and on set. And yeah, he's full of energy and madness, and it's infectious. So yeah, it was great working with him.
Yeah, he's a full dhamal person. Behind the camera, when he's not working. He's a fun person.
Yeah.
So now tell me, is it more fun when you sort of come together, right? When you've worked together before, when there's an established chemistry that you know works? Or is there sort of additional pressure?
Honestly, I don't think it works like that. I don't think you can bank on a chemistry being there. I think it's either there when you go to set, you discover it or not. Yeah. I don't think you can rest on your laurels and feel
we
like...
don't decide that, our chemistry will be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody is watching the movie decides that. So...
Agreed,
and also
they were tested to it already.
Yeah, but we also didn't have that confidence saying, "Oh, we both, though, when we come on set, it'll be something." We don't think like that.
Yeah, not like that. Yeah.
It's like we hope like it's going to happen, and it's a lot of pressure, and then it's either there or it's not there.
Right. So, do you have foibles? Do you have things that you pick up from each other that you know about?
I think on AASHIQUI we got to know how each other works. We'll take. I swear I'll give you a selfie.
No sneaky shots.
Yeah, from low angle.
Yeah.
Very unflattering, by the way.
Nostrils and all that.
Up close and personal.
Yeah. No one is a fan of the low angle.
Yeah. So in AASHIQUI we got to know how each other works, and we kind of got really involved with the script and with Mohit and this, and it was no different on this one. Yeah. On this one we were really down in the trenches, so to speak, with Shad, and I think we complement each other. Like every time I would drop the ball, she would pick it up, and so like we kind of played off each other.
When you know each other, like, and you've spent time on a film together, and then you become friends and all, you know that you can like, you don't have to think twice before saying anything, or like, that. Okay, maybe this person will feel bad or what. So that comfort is like fully there.
True.
And I think it's really like, it's damn relieving when you have that comfort, because you're like, then you know that you can just have a lot of fun.
Otherwise there's a lot of protocol when it comes to a co-star. Sometimes you can't always be, there's a wall there.
Yeah. I feel like because we can say anything to each other. So that's...
And feel free, by the way, to carry that spirit forward in the course of this show.
Yeah, we'll get in store.
Yeah. So now let's talk about the film itself. This wonderful relationship, unconventional still for some reason in 2017. But tell us about that. Tell us about why it's important to be talking about just the, the freedom to choose how to love, to be together, all of that.
I think what I loved about the original was that it was touching upon these topics without being preachy about it, or without being unnecessarily, unnecessarily brash about it.
Oh, sure.
It was doing it in a way which was just a matter of fact.
Right.
It was showing you how things happen without saying, look how modern we are. We kind of like live together and we have sex. And, it's not about, it's not like that. It just was done very nicely. And there's an older couple in the film which again juxtapose against us, and you kind of see the good things about what marriage is all about, and that's what the couple sees, and it's a relevant topic. And it's done in a very entertaining and light, kind of offhandish way.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Like what I really liked about Ok Kanmani, that's actually how the film was offered to us. Normally you get a script and you're narrated it and all of that, but Shad came to us and said that, this is the movie I want to make, so if you guys like it, I'd really like for you all to be in the film. So we watched it, and when I watched the film, I was like, Arey, this is probably something maybe in my life I would want to maybe be open to a live-in relationship. Maybe I don't know if I want to get married. All those confusions were there. So I felt like it's a very it makes you think about what you want in your life, and all the confusions that can happen to all of us.
I don't know, it kind of broke stereotypes about live-in relationships are all bad and it's about...
Like, you're loose people or things like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
You know, all that.
You know, of course, there are headlines. Like, for example, there was a headline about you just a few days ago, the live-in relationship and stuff like that. Like, does it bother you that this is still, in a sense, the conversation, right? Like...
Well, I think when you're actors, your lives are under scrutiny and every little thing that you do or don't do is anyway going to be made into news. So even if it's not newsworthy, they make it newsworthy.
Sometimes I also feel like when people are asking you ki, aap to live-in kar rahe hai, I want to ask them also ki, sometimes I feel like they don't even know the meaning of
I will agree with you there.
Relationship.
Yes. All in favor of sort of, you know, the idea of being able to choose whether you want to marry or live in, show of hands, anything like that?
Okay, who believes in a live-in relationship?
That is a delightful majority.
Who doesn't?
I've never done it, but I'm not like, I won't say I don't like it unless I've tried it and it's not worked for me.
Right.
So, you know,
I feel it's totally cool if live and let live. Whoever wants to, and if their parents are cool with it, and maybe they might not also be, but I think as you're growing up also, it's something that so long as you're not like hurting anybody in the bargain, I think it's okay.
And also I think that's why I feel like this film might change that idea of what people think about what it is.
Exactly.
You know, it might just make it.
So what is it for the two of you? Like, what is it? It's just, it's fun, it's easy. Like, what are sort of the drivers of this relationship?
Adi and Tara just clicked, yeah. Like there was no reason.
That's nice.
And sometimes that just happened. Like you click with people in the strangest ways, where only two people can understand, and other people will be like, you know, they're damn weird, yeah. But they get along really well.
Yeah.
Well, the audience actually has some questions specific to it, so I'm not going to eat into theirs. What I'm going to say is that both of you come, and this is something I'm actually very intrigued about, from these families where, you know, different spaces of cinema have been occupied. Is that all you guys talk about? Like, is there room? Because so many people in the business, for both of you, right?
In my case, I didn't grow up in a family where anyone was already involved in film. So the three brothers, when we were growing up, none of us kind of knew we were going to end up in film.
Right.
So it's just been the last 5-7 years that we've made our way into the industry, that now we find that we're talking about films all the time, and our parents are like, what's happened to the three of you? You know?
And what are the odds also, three brothers in such separate ways, right?
Yeah, we were always inclined towards the arts. Like they were always into theatre. My mother's been a dance choreographer and teacher. Like, so the arts were always an influence in the house, but never the film industry.
Definitely lots of conversation about movies. I think sometimes, actually my dad is the one who always starts it up, and he follows everything that's going on. And he's been in the industry now, I think, for 35 years. And he's done 700 plus films. So
Don't be funny.
Yeah, 700 plus films. And at that time, how it used to be, it's I don't know how they did it, not just my dad, but everybody else from his generation. They would jump from one shift, finish one film, sleep in the car, go to the other film, sleep in the car, go to the other film. And I'm like, how is that possible? He's like, nee, wo to normal hota tha us time pe.
Yeah.
And
like 4 films in a day.
4 films in a day. And that was really, I mean...
Do you just sort of be like, Jesus, thank God, times have changed, like how lucky we are, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean, actually my dad says ki yaar, it's funny now when you don't experience something and so he's like, ye social media aur ye sab, matlab ye times have progressed and all, and it's very sweet how he reacts to it. But definitely a lot of conversation around movies does happen, but lots of conversation around food also happens.
I am delighted to hear that.
Lots.